So right now I'm just trying to buy time, because if I can get that highway upgrade in this tile, I can at least expand this. Oops, I can at least expand that outward. And I'd have 2 highways to connect it to at least. If that would even help. This still needs to be redone. This is going to come down, and this is going to come up this way. I think if I was to redo this too, I'd have a different map type. This is very interesting. But I'm starting to see kind of weird to plan the roads. Is this even helping at all? It is a little bit. I've definitely stabilized the traffic enough in the high density area though that the services can get where they need to go instead of having trash and dead people pile up everywhere. Okay. Looks pretty calm, so I think now's going to be a good time to plant some trees. First, let's note the noise pollution levels. Not so bad, but it's kind of weird around the Pentagon over here. So, let's... what kind of tree do we want over here? Do we have a fern? No, that's not big enough. Alders, oaks, more conifers, small beech. Let's go with alders over here and mix some oaks and maples, and if I have maple, or just generic trees with leaves. You know what, we'll do generic today. Feeling a little dull. We'll have a couple little foresty spots. We're just gonna fill it up if we can. And we'll do something fancier with the middle of the highway. We're gonna make it be a nice parkway that trucks have to be allowed on. Because if we didn't allow trucks, it would probably make this be a huge mess. We'll just do up to the power lines for now, see how that helps. And yeah, we're doing some trees in here. Trees. Plop the trees. I was going to say save nature and then be one with nature at the same time. So speave nature? That's a bit weird. Don't speave nature. I don't know what that means. Probably means something in some other language. So plonk the trees. This is also a great time for me to rebuild my money stockpile. After spending it all on at least kind of fixing the roads. Fix the roads. And So I am excited for the expansion. Well, not much else is going on. Let's talk about that. So free things are everyone's going to get the day and night cycle. Everyone's going to get Shoreline's improved property values, which is going to be great. Everyone is going to get the improved crime mechanics. Crime will be worse at night. And it'll actually fluctuate based on things instead of when your city's pretty much ready to die. The expansion will add more onto that. It'll add prisons, so you actually have to store your criminals, like in, say, SimCity. It will add taxis and bikes, as I mentioned before, with specific bus and bike lanes that you can add to roads. It'll add, let's see, tourism and leisure specialties to commercial buildings. And of course traffic will behave accordingly when it changes to nighttime, which is not on a normal day cycle, because otherwise it would be absolutely strobing right now, because the days only last like maybe 5 seconds at this speed. So it's going to be at a simulated pretend pace like the rest of the city is. I'm sure you've noticed by now that it does seem to ebb and flow both to and from away the industry zones, so it will be related to that. And yeah, so it sounds like a good little time here. So I can't wait to play around with it later this week. And as I said before, I have no idea how it will behave with save files and my current mods. I imagine not too bad unless the new lighting mechanics really break everything. Gonna have some larger clusters of these trees here. Either way though, I'll definitely keep playing. It would just be a new city with even stupider district names. Try to overdo myself on this city. Alright, so we have a nice green little pentagon. Let's see. Ooh, nice. That's an improvement. These are a bit too densely packed to place trees in the middle. Actually, no. Yeah, let's get some trees in there. And hopefully... improve all the noise pollution a little bit more. Eat the sound trees. Eat. They don't have chlorophyll, they have audiophil, yeah. Instead of audiophiles for humans, they have audiophil for trees. It eats the sound, saves the people from annoyance, so they can record their own Let's Plays in peace. Let's go back to generic trees for this area. Let's put some in the middle. Oh, that looks nice. And I need to set up some more proper park-ish areas, like... No, not around the highway, but I was going to say, let's put some pedestrian pathways. Like, this looks pretty. But no one's going to want to walk around there, so no. The commercial zone's obviously really hurting for sound. Now, I'm not sure planting trees next to a building that's actively on fire is a good idea, but I'm doing it anyway. See, this is how you get problems, kids. You just throw kindling on stuff. Oh, there's a lot of stuff on fire back here. Well, well. Well, well. Oh. Oh, hey, I get nuclear power. I get more space. Get airports next time and even more space. So, yeah, we're gonna fill this up. That's right, I already put a bunch of parks in here. But let's fill the rest in with trees. Try to make this be a bit less crap for all the people that are shopping in here. And yeah, we'll get some up next to the highway too, to protect against that sound. Even though it's not nearly so bad down here since I got this up here fixed up. Oh, I like these trees though, they're nice and green. I still wouldn't mind a seasonal changer though, where they change colors at least for spring and fall. Winter would be neat too, but simulating snow, that would be fun though if they simulated snow. And you'd have all sorts of traffic problems because you have to fund the snowplows to get out there in time. And you'd see the little, like that kind of icon except over the road to indicate, hey, this road's a mess. Or like right on the houses and buildings still indicating that people can't commute there because of the weather. That would be cool. I'm not sure if somebody can mod that in though. If you can't, go for it because I'll totally download it and play it. Alright, there's some conifers back here too. Whoa, those are big. Let's go for some smaller ones. I'll do some over here. Some more of these scattered around in there. Okay, how is it now? Definitely improved along the highway because those are the thickest spots of trees. It seems like the noise is a bit more contained in the center at least. But I think next time I might want to consider something less loopy like this, and more like a donut shape so I can have a specific park in the middle. A lot of it is the cinema, which is a thing I stupidly tried to place earlier. and it produces quite a bit of noise pollution, so it is going to be what it is there. Let's buy this tile though. Oh, there's actually 3 here, of course. Let's stick with up north for now. Yeah, that highway's still going to be weird for now, but it allows us to expand this highway up. Hopefully get things away from that roundabout. Though it'll probably end up being another roundabout interchange up there. Yeah, we're going to raise the highway. No, before we even worry about the highway, placing the roundabout's more of a pain in the butt, so we're going to do that now. No, we can do this better. Let's do this better. Let's go like there. Okay. Then we can hook that up. Let's get the highway over it first though. Here we go. Let's get it under the power lines first, then we'll raise it. Give it a lot of room. Space is already occupied, just shut up and highway. My way, or more highway. Yeah. Let's... Woo, yeah, I can't go that far yet, because I need to buy stuffs. Okay, that'll do. Now for the reverse, we're going to go up, and okay, that's pretty even. That's pretty dang good. Okay, so it doesn't come down at the same spot. I'll live. Oh, that looks pretty nice. The roundabout's a little off center, but This is going to be a bit spaghetti though. We'll see how this goes. Because I want to loop this. I don't want to hook the on-ramps up to the road. So they're probably gonna... Let's see if it'll let me do like that. Actually, that works. It's a bit close to that road, but it works. And we're going to go up and then back down. Okay, that's a bit angular. Bit weird compared to everything else over here. And then we're going to wire you raised. We're going to then continue on that road. You know what, this can stay curvy. And maybe that'll be the extent of super stinky industry land over here. Then again, I don't want to keep putting stinky stuff next to the river, because if that's going to increase property values, I'm going to want that clean. Mind you, if I am going to do the dam, this part of the river is going to end up quite a bit lower. And there is going to be a cargo dock, which I seem to recall this being a good spot to put it in before. So some industry is going to make sense. Let's see. Speaking of industry, people can use some more jobs now. What I think I'm going to do, though, is extend this little tree road down and around this way. Hook it up to here. We're going to have another little grid network in here. Not as crazy as before, it's just going to have like the one avenue. So that should be okay. And then branch some roads off. And branch some more roads. Alright, and this can have... This can be loopy up here because it's going to be fancy shorefront properties. Oh yes, kitties like watching the sea. They like watching the fish in the sea. Can loop around there. And you know what, can I hook it up? Can I hook it up here maybe? Not because of the cemetery. Okay, that'll do. Is it watered? No. Let's do that now, before I forget. And it's not going to make one lick of sense for the poor people that have to go out there and perform maintenance on it. And actually, this whole area here, offices. Offices along here. The end idea here being that people come down here to work instead of up there. Try to spread out their end goal. We'll see if it works. And let's see it. Offices. This can be commercial here, but this back here should be offices. Yeah. Then the rest of that cul-de-sac can be more residential. Keep this town growing. It has slowed down since I hit the milestone. Enjoying the paintings. Keep growing this little spot of the city. And almost there. And paint, paint, paint. Now it can go up to the highway here, that's okay. I need to get, let's see. I could stand to have more commercial actually, so how about we rezone this over here to be commercial. And we can put this whole block as office as well. Maybe some along the street. The main street, I mean. And... okay. Yeah, so maybe some people can walk to work instead. And let's speed it up. I didn't realize it had slowed down. Yeah, I know these don't have power right now, but this should solve itself. Because this whole area is office, or, oh, this demand's dropped pretty quick. No, it's still growing. It'll just speed up gradually then. And hopefully that will not only affect down here in the Whisker Corner, it'll also affect Eamyouthis Hills and similar. And that these people are going to want to come down here now to work. We'll see how this goes.